Escalating concerns have kept proposed changes to the Dual Credit Quality Act from advancing, at least for now. A task force representing Heartland Community College faculty unions raised strong opposition to a proposal in Illinois allowing high schools to shop outside their districts for a dual credit partner. Professors Jeremy Batchelor and Jean Marie Taylor are half of the four-person task force. Their report showed a steep loss in traditional enrollments and faculty positions as dual credit participation has ballooned. In a conversation with WGLT's Lauren Warnicki, Taylor says their concerns are not limited to faculty jobs.
We're concerned about equity, for example. We want to ensure that students are getting an opportunity to participate in dual credit if they're eligible. We want to ensure that our part-time faculty at the college are assessed in the same way that our colleagues teaching dual credit in the high schools are assessed. We want to make sure that, we're using the same curriculum. We're teaching the same level of rigor. And so all of those pieces are important to us, not just the numbers. We really do support and engage regularly as a college in assessing where we are and engaging in continuous quality improvement. So this was an opportunity for us, seeing all of these things that were going on, to take a more comprehensive look at everything that was going on with the idea of starting the conversation among the full college.
Yeah. What might incentivize a student to take dual credit versus an AP course?
Dual credit is actual college credit. AP is just a recommendation by the College Board. With dual credit courses, you're getting an actual college transcript from an accredited institution. So you have a much higher guarantee of acceptance of those courses than you might with AP. Within our district, AP also costs more money since the dual credit courses are free.
But there's not a very strong correlation between, for example, Pell Grant recipients and students who are taking these dual credit courses.
That's absolutely correct.
Okay. Why are the students who are economically disadvantaged not getting into these courses? And is that somehow related to achievement at the high school level?
You're right. We saw that right now, at least, of the College Now alum, which are the students who graduate from their high school with college credits, those who come to Heartland, around 22% of them are the Pell Grant eligible, which would indicate that perhaps there's some misalignment, like you said, between the intended recipients of a program like this. Why that's happening is a very good question. I think that there is some systemic things going on where by the time they hit high school, if they aren't already college ready, they aren't eligible for these courses. So that's one piece. They still have to meet the prerequisites of our courses in order to enroll in them. So if by the time they reach junior year of high school, they aren't college ready, they're excluded from these courses. So I think that's one big piece of this. Do you have
not something that you can fix from your current vantage point, right?
No. Yeah. And I think, as I said, I think this is really a starting point for us to look at some other things. One of those is what is that gap? So is there a population that is college ready that is not currently enrolling in dual credit? It could be something basic. One of the things that we have looked at is the cost of textbooks. So if perhaps you're low income, an extra $100 for a textbook could be really daunting. And it may be something as simple as we're not reaching students. It's not that we're necessarily not reaching students, but maybe we're looking at first generation students who don't really understand yet how all of this works. And we just haven't been able to reach them yet.
Presumably, if you engage a wider populace of students who are college ready, you get them into these dual credit courses, there's due diligence around credentials and expertise of instructors and quality of that course, curriculum alignment, all those things are totally solid and tight. You still perhaps have this matriculation problem, I don't know if I'd call it a problem. It's a challenge, right? Which affects enrollments at Heartland, but maybe is the point of taking dual credit to kind of bypass community college altogether, go straight to a 4-year.
That with such low matriculation rates,
right?
You know, when we're seeing over a 70% reduction in matriculation rates since that started being tracked in 2013, we have to ask ourselves, where are these students going? Or are they just getting their entire associate's degree in the high schools? So rather than being college ready, they're college done, which really wasn't the point of the legislation either.
Right.
So, you know, we have anecdotal evidence that a lot of these students are even going out of state. They're going south. They're taking these credits somewhere else. So the students who may be able to afford this are the ones who aren't paying. The ones who likely can't afford this are the ones who are paying because they aren't doing it in the high schools. They're coming to the community college. This money that's going into these students isn't really investing in our community at all in some of these situations.
It is part of a larger kind of ecosystem question about higher education. And I could ask what's in it for Heartland to engage with this, but it sounds like they don't have a choice. Yeah.
We would love to bring more students to Heartland, and we would love to send more of our instructors to the high schools. We would like to see both of those things happening. I don't think those options have been explored enough at Heartland or statewide about how we could increase those opportunities for the students. Everyone understands that when students come to Heartland having completed English 101 and 102, which is almost all of them, we're going to see these reductions in on-campus enrollment in the sections being offered, which then starts impacting employment.
Yeah.
What I was going to add, and I think Jeremy picked up on the piece that I really wanted to add there, which was that we could go to the high schools. We have qualified faculty, appropriately credentialed faculty that could go to the high schools, and we could look at some alternative delivery methods.
And direct the teacher, address the teacher shortage directly, because really a lot of what they're saying in the new proposals for this law is that there's a teacher shortage. And that's why they want to pass this legislation. Why not use our adjuncts who are ready and willing to take on more courses locally here? Why aren't we making use of them? I don't understand that.
That was Jeremy Batchelor and Jean Marie Taylor with WGLT's Lauren Warnicki. Both spoke on behalf of the unions representing Heartland Community College faculty. The House bill failed to reach a vote on the Higher Education Committee last week. Taylor and Batchelor personally collected 500 signatures opposing the amendment and met with State Representative Sharon Chung of Bloomington. She is on the committee. An internal email obtained by WGLT by lobbying group Stand for Children Illinois says they plan to meet with Representative Blair Sherlock soon to, quote, hammer out a deal, unquote. The email says community college presidents and trustees are neutral on the bill. They just have to, quote, get the unions on board.